was an interesting launch on Thursday. Plenty of people there, because obviously the same old people are there at everything. But lots of non-rugby league people were there.
Do you know what? Am I losing something here? You know, with Super League. You know, we're talking about a new era now. Headline, new beginnings. Well, yeah, headline, new era, new beginnings, whatever term you want to put it. Has Super League been that bad then for the last few years? Is this what we're saying? Come on, let's be honest, because we are.
I don't know.
Because, well, I reckon over the last 2 or 3 years, the quality has dipped and dipped and dipped every 3 years. So this is being realised now.
Well,
so
the problem that I have with it is this a line in the sand, or he keeps saying that it's going to be bigger and better next year. There's a lot of talk behind the scenes that things are going to change. So then, what is it next year? Is it another new start, or is it just an enhancement of the new beginning?
This is what I'm saying here. How many new beginnings are we going to have?
Well, this is the manifesto. I've got the 13 things which are going to be part of the new beginnings. Number 1, new rules and laws.
Right, well, we've seen that already, haven't we?
Point, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Final 5 minutes, that's going to be exciting, apparently. 2, ready to welcome the best group of ex-NRL debutantes, or debutantes, if you're Ray French, several seasons. And then there's a list of people. All are going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Excited about the emerging British talent ready to shine on the Super League stage, including Jake Truman, Matty Lees, Danny Walker, Jack Walker.
It's interesting that they name those people, isn't it?
Yeah, wonder if they'll get extra money. Looking forward to the most competitive Super League for many seasons, because it is a compelling league with uncertain outcome. Half of Super League is 12 to 1 or less, and 66% less than 22 to 1 to win the Betfred Super League Grand Final. And yet I'm fairly sure
that means nothing.
That
means nothing.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah, that's a bull answer, to be fair, that one.
Yeah.
Because we have only had 4 winners. And I get what he's saying, it's more open than ever. We always think that at this stage, and it's always the same 4 that get.
And also, as well, if Warrington win it this year, they're one of the big spenders anyway, so they should have won it before now. But they're always going to be there and thereabouts.
He will say we've had a 5th new, so 5 of the teams have won it now.
Well, exactly.
That's his dream, really, isn't it? He wants them, Cass or Wakey to win it, so that someone different, or Hull,
We're only 4 in here. 5, restoring interest and value in Man of Steel and Dream Team.
Look, Ellery Hanley was there, wasn't he? You know Ellery, you've been lucky enough to play with him. He's a teammate of yours, and I think they have. I don't think restore interest and value.
It was the players' fault.
It was the players that are idiots and take the mickey.
Yeah,
but I thought when you got the voting last year and it said these are the people, I don't think anyone went, oh, right, that's a travesty. We all went, oh, yeah, that's a good selection.
Yeah, well, I'd say, giving it to the players was a massive mistake in the first place. And as we said last week, talking about Ellery, he's been at Leeds having a bit of a speech there 2 or 3 weeks ago, down at London the week before. Now he's the chairman of the Man of Steel from there. We need this sort of big name players, because Ellery's name is identified by everybody with Rugby League. And
it is. For him to My problem is, what difference does it make to a non-Rugby League watcher that he's picking it? Does it have any bearing at this moment?
He's not picking himself, it's a panel, isn't it? So.
Yeah, but are we going to get a running total every week on Sky?
Yes.
Is someone going to go on and talk about it?
I think it's 23 weeks.
Yeah, after round 23, then it's secret from there. Yeah.
Okay, so it's basically like the Albert Goldthorpe medal then, now, isn't it? We're going to know who's 3, 2 and 1 every week.
Okay. Does the Dream Team really matter? I don't think is it widely reported on? I don't know. It's just a thing, isn't it?
No, but again, and this is where you're going about creating events, I think the Dream Team should be like live on Sky as a big thing, even if it's 11 o'clock in the morning. They don't bull it up, do they? You go, they have a press conference, who's getting picked for England, and Eddie Jones' press conference is live, but you can't get away from it, can you?
Questions, but
you can't get away from it. We don't have that presence in Rugby League, I don't think. So maybe that's something they should have live. Is it live? Maybe they did take it live one year, I can't remember, but I think we need to bull it up. We keep talking. One of the things he has said, we need to bull up the players so people know they are. Well, the first thing we should be saying to Sky is, look, we need a bit of help here.
Exactly.
We need these guys on. We need these guys on more. And is that going to happen?
You've got to see Tommy Makinson on Radio 5's Friday Sports panel.
Very good. Yeah, very good. Man of Steel. Golden Boot winner. 6,
presenting a great fixture list opening weekend, opening month. Fans eagerly waiting. Saints Wigan, Hull Derby, and Rhinos Wolves, with more and more to come.
I agree with that, but I also then, right, and this is where the proof will be in the pudding, because I'd say normally your opening game is quite well attended anyway, isn't it?
Should be.
So you're hurting your overall attendance figures by going big early. I get why they've gone big. You want to. We are looking forward to it. We were talking about the games before. What a weekend it's going to be. Really, I'm looking forward to it. But when you play them then, that means you lose it later on in the year. So there's going to be a weekend where you've got Salford, Wakefield, and London Huddersfield.
But also,
whereby you're going to be going. Yeah.
But also, as well, when we look at these 3 fixtures, I think Hull, Kingston Rovers have got the full house signs up. Is Wigan and Saints and Warrington and Leeds sold out?
I do not know. I couldn't say. I'd be amazed.
Well, there should be, shouldn't there?
Yeah,
to say.
Well, yeah, because how long have they known about it?
Exactly. So big games, derbies, Warrington and Leeds with all the signings from there.
But then you're going to go. It might be snowing on Thursday, and this is where the Summer League, Super League, breaks its own. Well,
that's another silly talking point, is it? Why are we starting end of January? You know what I mean? But it is. It is what it is. So, have the full houses, are they up for St Helens and Wigan and Warrington Leeds?
That's what Brian Carney said in 4020, I think it was last month or this month. He goes on there on the telly saying, it's got a great game tonight, Salford versus Wakefield, we'll use that as an example, and there's an empty stand behind him.
Yeah.
Why am I going to watch them?
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
But that, of course, is down. This is where, and this is in the past, where the RFL get blamed for everything. The clubs have got to do their own marketing as well. And we've got to blame the clubs.
Well, this is part of the argument we had last year. I remember Tommy Martin had Giants should never be in Super League. They don't bring any fans. I'm thinking, well, all right, there might not be many in the away end, but I'm looking around the home end, mate. That's half empty as well. Yeah, so what I say? Saints who had the best team in the competition can't fill their own stadium. So I'm with you, and I'd be saying the best thing advert is. Look at this, we've got 3 sold out games. Everyone wants to come to Super League. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen.
7. Showcasing the best against the best. A compelling World Club challenge. The best of the NRL testing the resilience, toughness and skills of Wigan. So that's the World Club challenge. That's on every year.
Yeah, and again, I'm not being rude, but that's... If we took over the RFL, we could have put that... the Super League. We could have... That's not new, is it? That's just fluffing round a game that we've already got.
I think they've had to do 13 because we have 13.
Yeah, look, I'm not disputing that, but as I said last week, right, this guy, you're impressed with him. You've clearly bought into him. He looks nice on the stage. He talks the talk. You're looking at it already. Yes, you've gone these great games. Are they going to be sellouts? If not, why not? Why is he not laying the Lord out saying you need to be selling these games out? He might be behind the scenes. I'm just asking a question. Actions speak louder than words. And, we're showcasing the best against the best. Right, brilliant. Yeah.
Apart from
Do me a favour.
Sydney Roosters think they've already won, don't they?
Do you think the Champions League, we're showcasing the best against the best? No, they just let the football do it.
Don't like the word showcasing. 8. Targeting Good Friday and an aggregate attendance record. Fixture set to facilitate a record round. Targeting the highest aggregate attendance in Super League 24.
See, I like that. I like that because just based on what I've said, we can add those numbers up on Good Friday and go, well done, mate, you've got the biggest attendance. If you don't get it, is that a fail? But he's set a target. I like that. I've no problem with that. If he'd have said to us, right, they want 3 sellouts on the opening weekend, then that's something to go at. But I like that one. I didn't like the other one. Got to be fair.
I think 9 was written before they decided where it was. Taking magic to a great city and a world-famous stadium. Super League takes over one of our most famous cities and one of the world's most famous stadiums.
I want to know why, and I do want to know this, from Mr. Elstone, why has it gone to Liverpool?
Yeah, I don't
How much money has it generated? Why has it gone there? Because I'm not so sure from a fan point of view that's a popular choice. I don't
get it. There's been absolutely no reason. No. I don't know what they'll say. Well, Liverpool's give us more money.
Well, if they have, then how much more? Is that what it is now? Is it whoever bids the most money, it's going there? Because we talked all these people in the championing, great figures in the North East, and then the one good thing that we've got there, we take it away. So you might as well say, well done, lads, but we're not right bothered because we're going somewhere else.
Well, for me, it's a massive mistake taken away from Newcastle.
I agree.
Newcastle has everything.
I agree.
Wait for that bid from Saudi Arabia. 10.
Look, you laugh, right? No. You laugh. If they tabled £2 million and said, "Want you all to come?" As a sport, you've got to think, right? Well, we've got to look at that. Absolutely. I'm sorry, but that's what we've got to do.
10. Super League heads to Nou Camp, or Camp Nou. Camp Lands hosts Wigan in the heart of Catalonia and the home of Messi. Well, it's not really. He's from Argentina. Wigan tick off Old Trafford, Anfield, and Nou Camp in less than 9 months.
So what?
When do Wigan play at the new camp and when's the Magic Weekend?
It's the same weekend as the Summer Bash, which is the weekend. Is it the weekend before the Magic Weekend?
Right. So, again, and I'm not being rude, right? But Catalans winning the Cup has facilitated that game. Not Super League, not Robert Elstone. If Warrington had won, they wouldn't be playing Catalan in the new camp, would they? So I get the bullying up, and from what I hear, they're expecting 40,000. It's going to be great. I wish I could go. I don't think I'm going to be able to go. I wish I could go, and I'm sure a lot of people want to go. Yeah. But that's like taking credit for something that ain't yours. You know? Is that going to? All right. Here's a question then: is that game going to happen next year? So Warrington going to get a chance to go, or Leeds going to get a chance to go? Are we going to have one game a year? And again, if we are, then that is a brilliant step forward. I get that. But, you know, look at what I've done. Look at what I've done.
Don't be taking credit for it when
hang on, mate. Yeah.
I'm off to the Summer Bash anyway. I am going to be the only one there. Everyone is going to Barcelona. All the Rugby League media are off to Barcelona, apart from me and the people who do the championship.
So
never mind. 11. Nearly at the end now. This is
good. I like it. But there's some good bits, and I think some bits that are a bit flowery, and some bits that we need to ask questions about.
We should do flower. Flower is not a bad thing, though, is it? Because we need to sell an idea to people. We're cynical people who've already bought into Rugby League being great, and we're trying to sell to. Well, I'll come to that.
Yeah, but what have we just said? Look, we agree about the money thing, the thing. If he comes. I keep going back to Barry Earnham. I know Barry has not to do with it. What does Eddie Earn do when he sells a fight? 90,000 people, record receipts, biggest fight ever, money, money, money. In Rugby League, we're like, there's 300 people. We play it all down. You should come and sit. I like that. We're going for a record attendance. I think you should have gone and said, right, Newcastle, we're selling it out or we're moving it. And then you're putting the onus on the fans, on the count, everyone to say, right, we sell out or we move. And I don't think they've given it that chance, and I'm disappointed by that.
You mentioned Hearn, just while I remember. I flicked over the ping pong at the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Looked packed at Alexandra Palace. I don't know how many people
were there. Is that well edited TV?
It might well be, but it looked as though people were there.
Yeah.
People were.
That's one thing I thought the BBC did really well for the game at Anfield. They edited the shots brilliant so that the top of the picture was where the crowd ran out, so it looked full everywhere you looked. So it can be done.
It can be done. Again. 11. Restoring a meaningful playoff narrative. The word's back. The road to the grand final gets more exciting, more demanding, with more clubs, brackets 1, all the way to Old Trafford. We'd like the 5-team playoff, though. It's better than just having random semi-finals at the end.
Yeah.
12. A new Super League identity with clear lines of responsibility and accountability. Can't wait for Scully's comments on this one. A dedicated Super League team focused on the rejuvenation of the competition and the commercialisation of the rights and assets.
Right, look, again, that's all right. The instant reaction is, well, it's the same people that were dealing with the other one. A lot of the people are the same. Some new people have come in. Proof will be in the pudding on that. If we get big new sponsors coming in, then the guy's doing his job right. But as it stands, and this is what I said, he's been there an awful long time. He's earning an awful lot of money, and up to press... You've got a nice new shining leaflet. That's it. We ain't got anything else. So I don't know. The jury's out for me. The jury's out. He's got to come up with the goods, and that's why I like targeting that Good Friday. Brilliant. Let's hope that comes off. I think we should be targeting more than one game. We should maybe target another game later on in the season and really go for it. You know, I don't know, heritage round. People talk about these things, but let's try them.
I was thinking randomly because we've mentioned heritage rounds and charity rounds before. Widnes did a lot of great stuff last year with the NHS, and we should do an NHS round. So give nurses, doctors, all free entry or something.
Well, I don't know. Maybe there is something in that. Yeah,
I don't know, it's just an idea. 13, final one. A commitment to developing a vibrant and compelling brand and to breaking out of our bubble. An investment in an exciting team of high-quality, experienced and committed partners and advisors to take Super League into younger audiences over the next 3 years. We do need new audiences. I just worry how we'll get them.
Well, it's a tough one, so it's not an easy. If it was an easy answer, we wouldn't be needing Robert Elstone to sort it out, would we? It'd have been done by now. But I don't know. I like that. I like the 13. There's a couple of them I think are a bit flowery. A couple of them is we could have taken credit for as opposed to him, but you know.
So it's framing the future 2019.
It is. Keep it, and then we'll pull it out with the other one and go. Yeah, it's still the same.
Well, I think the majority of it for me, as you've mentioned a couple of times, Mark, and the jury's out with it. Simple as that.
Yeah.
The jury's out. The new beginnings, new era, the proof's in the pudding. We'll soon see the start of this week. See if that puts a marker down. But again, the question is, are St Helens, Wigan, Warrington, Leeds, are they both sellouts? And they should be, but I don't think they are.